God. What an amazing work that God is doing in Africa. And you've just heard all the facts about Angola, a beautiful, beautiful country, prosperous in many respects. And God has bestowed our continent with amazing resources. I am so blessed today because we are joined in the studio by an amazing, amazing woman of God who's doing a brilliant work, not only in the marketplace and in the arts industry, but also in philanthropy, a great work of ministering to the kids and to people right across. And I'm excited. This is Weza Solange. She happened to be the star actress in our movie that will be coming up soon, Married and Loving It. So, Weza, we are so excited to have you joining us on 52 Days of Rebuilding the Walls of Africa. Welcome, woman of God.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the invitation.
Praise God. We're really excited because you represent so much in terms of women in the marketplace, women that are making an impact, making a difference, and understanding that you're both in South Africa and in your home country and a whole lot of other countries that you've done work in as well. So that really gives you a very, very big profile right across Africa. So we're excited to have you. Tell us a little about the woman behind the person we know on the screens.
Well, people used to see me either acting or presenting or emceeing, or yes, on a lot of my charity works. But Weza Solange truly is just a God-fearing woman who has I've tried to find my balance in my impact, in my influence, in an industry that is not so easy, in an industry that is not always God-filled, and just trying to maintain the essence of who I am. And I'm a family person. I love being with family, although I hardly see them. I'm from Angola. They are all in Angola. I'm usually in South Africa, traveling all over the world. But my values are basically just family values. I've got a very big passion for young women. Those are the women that I usually mentored into, because entering the industry as a young woman, I saw a lot of challenges, and I realized that I managed to use my experiences to inspire other young women to just doing things the right way, because it pulls you from every direction, you know?
Wow.
So I just love life.
That's beautiful. How long have you been in the film and entertainment industry?
10 years. It was my 10th year anniversary last year, actually. I entered in 2009. Very fresh. I had no intention of remaining in the entertainment industry. I'm a major. I have 2 degrees in marketing and business management. So my idea was always to go in that route. But because I had to be paying for school fees, an opportunity came through. So the entertainment industry for me was a means of me having money to pay for my school fees. And then I managed to utilize my marketing degree in the entertainment industry, which by the grace of God has been one of the reasons that I've managed to market myself as an African figure throughout. I just took the aspect of business and marketing, and I joined them with what the industry needed, which I felt there was a gap in the market for somebody like me. So yeah.
Wow. So definitely your experience and exposure and the journey you've gone on would add value to a whole lot of people that are looking at opportunities of how they can break through into this industry. Because what you've learned is there's often great skill, but no understanding of marketing. And sometimes great marketing, but no skill.
If I'm to be very honest, when I started, I was still very raw. I didn't go to film school. I didn't go to presenting school. I learned my craft on the job. I started taking classes. I had acting coaches. coaches, I had presenting coaches because I had the charisma, so I just had to learn the technical ability. But I've seen many situations where there were people that were way more talented than I was, but they didn't have the marketing aspect of it. They didn't know how to properly package and market themselves. So therefore, because I had that background, I managed to excel. But if I were to be very honest, so like, this person has so much talent. If only they knew how to properly develop themselves and present themselves to the public.
Wow, beautiful. From your perspective, what is your opinion in terms of what's happening in the film industry, big screen, television, presenting, anchoring, etc.? What is your, if I can almost call it, prophetic insight? Where are we going? Where is the industry going? Is it lucrative? Are there opportunities? Is it something that if I was dreaming and thinking I want to go into that, should I give up, or should I really see it as something that's really going to blossom and give me great opportunity?
It is definitely going to blossom. I say that this is the perfect time to be an African person, okay? Even from an economic point of view, we are growing tremendously. New avenues, new technology, we are opening ourselves in such a way. Not only that, if you just sense it, you can see that the world is paying a lot more attention to Africa because they know of our potential more than we even know. So if you think about international productions, more and more you see international film productions coming to African countries. You see more and more requests for African content to be shown outside. So this is a very, I call it the fertile ground. It is the perfect time for people to come and plant what it is that they have, because the world is hungry for more of us. And not the stories that we've been told, for our stories, for our authenticity. So if you are authentically African, not trying to be anybody else, just being very secure in who you are, the world is curious about that. Our endurance, our ability to grow and excel no matter what the circumstances are, they want to get a piece of that. And we show that through our music, we show that through film, we show that through the way that we present. Our essence is very much in need right now. So it is the right time. And our influence, most importantly, our voices are changing so many things all over the world. You know, you have a public person speaking out on a certain issue, and it becomes a wave, and everyone wants to be a part of it. So it's definitely the right time to enter into the industry. Lucrative as well. Before, not so much, but now you can actually see proper money coming out of being in the arts industry.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Now, here's a little thing that I like to do, which helps me to bring out amazing content. Imagine yourself 2,000 young people in an auditorium, and we're all clapping our hands. Here comes Weza Solange. She's going to tell us about what to do in order to succeed and excel in this industry, in the arts industry, film industry. What are some of the tips that you would give to your audience?
Okay. First of all, I would say, and I tell that to everyone, know yourself and what you have to offer. Because the truth is that each one of us has something unique that the market is still looking for. Know your market. Research as much as possible. The more information you have about the place that you want to take, about the positions that you want to take and secure, the more confident you will be in bringing forth your abilities. Don't expect anything for granted. We have this very bad habit sometimes of expecting people to open doors, expecting people to help. Go with the conscience that you might not be helped. So don't wait for doors to be open. Be ready to break some doors. Don't expect for positions to be put for you. Be ready to create your own positions, you know? So when I came into the industry, what happened was already, especially here in South Africa, me being a non-South African, I had to know who is my target market.
Mhm.
I decided that I was not going to compete with other fellow South Africans because I was just going to be another pretty face, let's call it that. But they had the advantage of knowing the culture better than I do,
Yeah.
knowing the languages better than I do. But what I do have in me is a love for my country, Angola, and a love for the rest of Africa. And I found a niche in which companies and in people in entertainment, they needed an African face. They
Mm,
not
mm,
always
mm.
wanted a South African face. So that's where I fitted myself. I
Yeah.
said, I will be the African face. It doesn't matter whether from Angola, from Nigeria, from Ghana, Zimbabwe, you don't even need to pinpoint me to a specific country.
Yeah.
Whenever you think of an African figure,
Mm.
somebody with dignity, with integrity, somebody with class, somebody with intelligence, I want my name to come into your head.
Wow.
So
Wow.
everything that I did, yeah, everything that I did was towards that. The way that I spoke, the way that I dressed, the events that I went to, the ideas that I put forth, the networking that I did, everything was me planting a seed into people's minds. And up to today, most of my jobs I get through recommendations because of people that say, I was in a conversation with this young woman and she would be perfect for this. Even you, Pastor Tish, just think about how is it that I came into being here and having this conversation with you.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
name came up in a conversation with somebody else. So that is
Absolutely.
all part of the plan.
Absolutely.
This
That's
has been
wow.
years in the making of placing myself that way.
Wow. So it's a deliberate process of building up
Yes,
your brand and knowing
absolutely.
exactly what you want out of it. Wow.
Absolutely. People must not be confused when they look at you. They shouldn't wonder what kind of person you are. They
Mhm,
need to know exactly where you stand.
mhm,
Choose
mhm.
that and don't go with trends. I know that there are trends that keep on going and coming. Sometimes they want women that are a little bit more what is the correct word to use here? They want women that are a little bit more showy. They want women that are a little bit, you know, and I don't fall into that. And I've
Yeah.
never tried to fit myself into that. I could, physically I could, but I knew that that is short-lived. You need to
Mhm, mhm.
understand that. Think about legacy. I'm thinking about legacy when I think
Wow.
about myself.
Wow.
Something that I can leave for my children, for my friends, for community. That is my way of living forever. And my
Wow.
way of living forever is being able to leave something into people's hearts where my memory can continue long after I'm gone. So if
Mhm.
we think in that manner, you won't be shaken by the little trends that come along the way to distract you. No, you stay on course. And sometimes it's going to feel like it's not working, but it is working. People are looking, people are paying attention. And at the right time, for the right purpose, you will be called for the things that have to do with you.
Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. As we draw to a close, what would you say to the young women across Africa that are saying, I want to be a Weza. I want to be like her. I want to follow in her footsteps. I want to be able to be a woman of God, woman of value, believer, love the Lord, and still express my beauty, express my acting, express myself in front of a camera. What would be your advice to these women of God?
First of all, I remember growing up, my want to be was I want to be Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
Okay. This is who I wanted to be. And when I grew into my skin, I said, no, I don't want to be the next Oprah Winfrey. I want to be the next Weza Solange
Yeah.
because I want my identity to remain. So I
Mm,
feel like for the women that want to be like me, you can like aspects about me, but don't try to be me. There is only
mhm,
one me.
mhm.
Be yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Find those qualities about yourself that you know are really good, and that's how you start building. Another thing, especially for the people that want to emulate a little bit of my character, two of the most important things that you need to take with you is morality and integrity.
Mm,
In an industry like this, it's not very easy. It was hard even for myself. I
mhm,
had a lot of of dilemmas within myself of what was it that was right for a woman of God, me considering myself a woman of God, to be doing in a space like that. And many times I was criticized. Many times I was deemed to not be godly enough because of certain circles in which I was part of. And then I realized that these circles needed somebody like me, because these circles are not coming to God. We are the ones that need to go to them. So whatever circle I find myself in, you will always see an essence of who I am. I don't change according to the circle. I make the circle change according to me.
Wow.
So if you are able to carry that, if you are able to carry that, no matter where you are, Pastor Tish, even if you see me in an event that is considered worldly, that is considered demonic, call it whatever name you want to call it. When you see me, you will see a difference. The way that I approach myself, the way that I conduct myself. And I can assure you that one person will come out converted out of that circle. That I can assure you of. So that is what you take with you. I truly do believe that that is how you do the work of God. You take the talent that God has given you, and the way of glorifying Him is to make sure that people see the God in you. No matter what you say, I can be praying in tongues here. That means nothing. My actions will always speak louder than any words that I have to say. So that is truly the best that you can do.
Wow, that's a drop the mic right there. Wow, praise God. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Weza Solange. Where can people find you, contact you, get in touch with you, and know what you're doing?
Okay, so you can find me on Twitter. I'm very active there at Weza, W-E-Z-A, _ Solange, S-O-L-A-N-G-E. Same thing on Instagram at Weza _ Solange. I have a YouTube channel, and in my YouTube channel, I've been doing motivational talks. I've been doing about my journey with God. I haven't always been a woman of God, and I allow people to see the difference from Weza from Big Brother to the Weza that you see today. So I talk a lot about my experiences, my struggles, the loss of parents, and that has really been helping a lot of people. So whoever feels like they need an extra kick of inspiration, just type Weza Solange on YouTube and my channel will pop up. Weza Solange on Facebook as well. And yes, on all my social media, my email is there, whether it's for advice or for work, wezabookings@gmail.com. That's how you can contact me.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure working with you on Married and Loving It, the movie, which should be coming out very soon.
I can't wait to see it on the big screens. I'm so excited.
It's going to be a blockbuster. It's going to change many, many lives. And thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time today. We know you're a busy woman doing a whole lot of things, but we really, really appreciate and the wisdom that you've shared today. That was brilliant, and many people will be encouraged. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pastor Tish. Thank you.
God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That was Weza Solange, all the way from Angola, but also working from here in SA. What a blessing. What a mighty, mighty woman of God. One of the leading actresses, I believe, right across from Cape to Cairo, who carries a very, very powerful message of hope for our continent. Thank you so much for joining us on 52 Days of Rebuilding the Walls of Africa. Join us again tomorrow, same time, same place. God bless you.